Hello, everybody. This is Baruti Carl Alexander again, and we're here at Sportstake number 48, and we have some esteemed guests going all the way back into the 80s and back in yesteryear. So we're going to have a very good time, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. First, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, who I got real uh, I got real love for. Sponsor Takeover.
All right, guys, this would be a Rocket Moving and Storage. And luckily tonight, not only you called, but also our esteemed guest, Johnnie Cole. When he moved a lot in Houston, guess who he called? A Rocket Moving and Storage, a proud sponsor of this show tonight. And we just want to thank you guys for all being on here. A Rocket is a second-generation moving company established in 1959 by Herbert and Arlene Sam. Now their son, DeAndre Sam, another good friend of Johnny's, runs the company. Everybody on this show tonight knows him. And it goes for our Milby guys too. And also, we have been in business doing the same thing, good work, home, residential, commercial, intrastate moves. And we have a 62,000 square foot warehouse to do climate control storage for your moving needs at any and every point that you have. Give us a call, 713-748-6024. We're located at on Quarter Street. That's the phone number, 713-748-6024, 3421 Quarter Street in Houston, off of Yellowstone and Quarter. Come by and see us.
Blessings. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Jeff, you want to do some introductions, Mr. President?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would like to welcome Mr. Johnnie Cole, who used to be the basketball coach. Was that basketball or football?
No, man. Oh, hey, the football coach.
Football.
Okay. Head football coach
over at TSU. Over at TSU, we got Johnnie Cole, big time. We also have Dexter Tex from Milby. Came out in what, 81? 81?
81, good.
81, okay. Came out in 81. You played JV in the 10th grade year, and you played Boston in the 11th grade year, but you say you set out your senior year, right?
Sure.
And then you went on, got a scholarship to go to Cisco Junior College. So we have Dexter Tex. Then we also have, his picture's not shown, we have Creon Dorsey, who also played for Milby. Both of these gentlemen played for Milby. So Creon Dorsey played for Milby. He came out in 81. He actually was a starter. He was an outstanding player. So we got two Milby guys here. So these guys went up against JY, went up against the Carvin Holcombs and the Ricky Winslows. So Holcomb should be here around 7:30. So in case you guys start talking stuff, letting you know. Got reinforcements here, just letting you know. All right. So we're gonna get into it, guys. But we're gonna go ahead and let Philip interview Johnnie Cole, and then we'll talk to the Milby guys, and then we get on with our regular show.
Well, basically just a reintroduction to some people and reacquainting to others. Johnny's a familiar face in the Houston area. Johnnie was the first one of three coaches in the history of Texas Southern University to win a SWAC championship. He's one of three coaches in the history of Texas Southern that when his coaching career is over, he had a winning record, and he was an esteemed quarterback for the program from 1981 to 1985. And he went on to become the head coach. And Johnnie, I couldn't even begin to read all his accolades. Johnny's used to doing national podcasts, so he's helping us out a lot tonight. But what we are going to do is give Johnnie a chance to give you that information. He can do it a lot better than me. I just wanted to give you a little synopsis of the kind of man that we're having on here tonight, along with us guys who we know each other very well. And Johnny's a very busy guy. So to get him to get here tonight, it says a lot about him taking the time to show us that, like he just said, you never get too big for your bridges to fall off, and things of that nature. Just let you know he's an humble guy. So Johnnie, you're welcome. Have it your good time here tonight with us, and share your thoughts whenever you can.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you guys for, remembering me and being on this show, because I think everybody is a superstar. When you do great things, and you came in Texas Southern in 1981, and I understand about the Milby and in the Wheatley and the Madison and the Jack Yates schools that I used to go attend as a freshman and sophomore during those years, and actually went to school with a lot of those guys. And coming to Texas Southern mean the world to me. I care wherever I go. I love the city of Houston. It had been good to me. I also played basketball for Texas Southern as well, and I was a dual sport there, and I also received the most highest prestige award, was the President's Award for the best scholastic athlete. And then I sent my kids there too, so I have got two daughters that got degrees from, which I'm very happy for. And being able to work there on two different occasions as assistant coach, coming right out off the field under Lionel Taylor, and then of course they chose me as being the head coach there. I had a salty depart, and again I want to thank Rocket, because as soon as I had to leave, Rocket was right there.
That's right, we were.
They were right there. And
you called me, Johnny, and I said, "What do you need?"
hey, it stored it up for me.
That's right.
Look, it'll be here whenever you move. We'll get it to you.
That's right.
So I want to put my hand out to Rocket, and Andre went to school with him. Man, he's a fantastic guy. Then went to school as well as doing the business part of it. But, I had a great career there, man, both on the field, off the field. I met a lot of great people in Houston. I miss Houston. It's dear to my heart. I had opportunity to be a football analyst for the SWAC and the MEAC, the SIC, and MAC. I was the football analyst for HBCU Go. Now I have my own broadcast. It's called the HBCU Coaches Corner. And I interview all the head football coaches in Black colleges, as well as coordinators, as well as players. Also, get off into the business world, promotion and anything to do with HBCUs. One of my things about me and what I'm about is pushing Black men and helping Black men. I try to give the HBCU world and the HBCU sport space and show them the talent that we have. So often we don't get the credit that we need or deserve. I'm sorry, the credit that we deserve. So God has blessed me with that, and it's taken off. We had over 2 million views.
Wow!
So that's a great thing for us. I look forward to doing it this year. We start off on Monday at 8 o'clock Houston time with Jermaine Jackson, the head coach. So if you can tune me into the HBCU Coaches Corner, I appreciate that. And make sure you hit subscribe. And now I'm going to turn it over back to you guys. You heard enough about me. And
send us the link, Johnny, and we will support your show, my friend. We want to get where you are. Trust me, we're working on it.
Well, hey, look, I'm always here to help.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yes.
Well, guys, we got a lot going on in sports. A lot of things happening. Hey, we have a new tennis queen. I just heard about. Anybody know how to pronounce her name?
Mbake, something like that.
And she's from Montreal, Canada.
But she was born in the States, but she grew up there. She was born in North Carolina.
Okay. Okay. Well, she's a new tennis champion out there, beating the old tennis champion Osaka. So we congratulate her. And it's a lot of things happening. Football is about to start, guys. They having their first preseason game. I hear that the Raiders tied, was it the the Seahawks?
Yeah, Seattle.
23-23. A resident football expert. So who do you think are the favorites this year, Brother Cole?
Well, you always got to go with last year's champion, even though it's hard to repeat. I like Baltimore, man. They've been inching. They've been inching there. The quarterbacks came back. They can't force him just to run the ball. Now that he can throw the ball as well. I like the Ravens. Of course, Cincinnati with Joe Cool. You can't ever count them out. He hadn't had the years. He's been injured. But he got the tools. He got Chase and Higgins on the outside, man. They just gotta, make sure they produce the running game because they can put up in the air.
So what do you think about the Texans? How are they gonna do this year?
Well, they right there in the middle. I think the young boy, the quarterback, man, is the real deal. It's just a matter of time he grows some more hair on his chest, make some more faster decisions, understand when teams try to put pressure on him and show him. And that's the thing he kind of struggled with because he's young. They're showing him one defense and they're moving around, and sometimes he gets caught with the ball. I don't give him the Super Bowl, but I guarantee you they're going to be very strong this year.
All right. Anybody else got any comments on the Texans and how they're gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, right now. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff.
No. Go ahead. You the guest. You my guest. Go ahead.
That's my team. Of course, I'm from Houston, so I'm definitely with the Texans. I can see them doing a 10-7, 11-6 type season, winning the AFC South again.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So
right now,
last year that hasn't been a big challenge. That's probably one of the weakest divisions. Maybe it'll be a challenge this year, but I don't think so with Jacksonville, Indianapolis, and who else is in that division with them? I forgot the other team. But
got Tennessee,
the Titans.
Bags.
How could I forget that? The Titans.
Right.
But the biggest thing about the Texans is their offensive line. If they could protect that quarterback, because they got a running back, they got people who can run the ball, but they got to have a more effective offensive strategy. That's why the offensive coordinator got fired, because it was so predictable. Jeff, what you think?
Basically, what I'm hearing, Carl, is right now is that their blocking schemes, the problems with their blocking schemes last season. They said it really wasn't C.J. Stroud's fault. It was the blocking schemes and the offensive line. And they said that they were using the inappropriate blocking schemes for the talent level that they had. And they're now using different blocking schemes. Right now, Houston is dealing with injuries. They have their best running back, Joe Mixon, is out. Also, yesterday, the starting safety, C.J. Gardner, went down with an injury, and it was initially thought that he had torn his ACL and was going to be out all year. Now we get some good news this morning that it's not a torn ACL. He may be back in time for the second and third regular season game. So that was good news, because that guy's going to be huge for that defense. That's the guy that won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, and Houston got him in the offseason. So they're looking for him to have a big season, but of course he has to stay healthy. And then Dameon Pierce, that was some good news. Dameon Pierce has been hurt all offseason. He's healthy and he's ready to go. And then the linebacker Harris, he's healthy and he's ready to go. So they got some good and bad news over there. So, but I projected they would go 11-6 if they can stay healthy.
Yeah, well, one of the things too is they got Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals. He's a time back. He's an all around, but he's a back that can play one first down, second down, and third down. When he comes back, I mean, he can put a lot of pressure on defenses. He can get out and catch the ball as well as once they hand in the football. And anytime that an offense can run the football and they throw the ball as well as this kid can, they can cause people problems.
Exactly.
And
Didn't they pick up Nick Chubb also?
I was just about to mention Nick Chubb. I was going to say, Johnny, what is your opinion of Nick Chubb?
I mean, he's a consistent back. The thing about it, can he pop himself open? He's a great back running the football. He's a downhill back. He likes to run inside the tackles, but I don't see him running on the outside. The game is played now in space, because you see a lot of 4 wide and no back and stuff like that. It's just about that, you need 2 backs in this business, because they pounding. So I think that's Batman and Robin. I think they got 2 exceptional guys back there running the football, and I think that as a organization, they figured that they need to take the load off this young quarterback of coming out there throwing the ball 35, 40 times. Believe me, guys, I've been in the business long enough. People who win championships, they play great defense and they have a running game. And if
Right.
you could throw the football, you even that much more dangerous. That's why when,
Exactly.
of course, in our time, you've seen the Joe Montanas and stuff like that that go to Super Bowls every year. You know, Troy Aikman just didn't go there because the team depended on it. He had Emmitt Smith. They, you know, had Alvin Harper. They had Michael Irvin on the outside. So when you got that kind of weapons, you can do a lot of things with football.
And excuse me, back to Joe Mixon real quick. I got to interject this. That's the reason Cincinnati was able to beat Kansas City all the time. You notice that since Joe's gone, which is last year, they're not going to be, they don't have a consistent run game to go with that pass game. Mixon pounded for 100 yards every time they beat them. They beat them in Cincinnati. They beat them in Kansas City. They were glad to see him leave.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Cincinnati ever thought they could beat them without him, but they still try. But now he's that same asset, as Johnny alluded to earlier, for the Texans. And if they use him the right way, they can get the same results because CJ Stroud is on the same trajectory that Joe is on, you know. So, you know.
Talking about Burrows,
Yeah. Same with the Cincinnati quarterback, you know. Joe Burrow is a
Philip,
bad
they
boy.
gave him away. They gave him away. Houston
You
gave
gotta
up a
have some
7th-round pick to
creativity.
him.
You can't be so predictable with your offense because these are professional teams. They'll figure it out in mid game and say, okay, they doing this, and this. Let's stop that. And if you ain't got no creativity, hey, you're not gonna move forward that much. So I hope that whoever the offensive coordinator is now brings some creativity because you can't be predictable as a NFL offense.
Right.
Most
Right
definitely.
now, the defense call is way ahead of the offense. You know, but quite naturally, the defense is not having to learn a new defense. They got the same defense they had last season, but the offense having to learn a new offense. But right now, they say the defense tearing that offense up. So it's going to be interesting. Excuse me?
I'm offense coordinator. That's offensive. You know, when you got a defensive head coach,
that's right.
I guarantee you that team be lean. You know when they in that war room and he said defensive tackle and he said receiver, he gonna be like, no, we're going for this defensive tackle.
Hey, I want to ask some of the Milby guys who played basketball back in the day. Do you believe you all have the best basketball alumni? If you put them together, Chuck O'Neal, of course, Rob Williams, Kenneth Williams, Andre, I forgot last name.
Andre Ross.
Okay.
Ross.
Do you all think you have the best alumni?
I mean, you know, we got a pretty heck of a crew, man. Of course, Rob was first round draft pick in the NBA. So yeah, I would say yes, but you know, a lot of other people gonna choose their school or whatnot. But the answer to your question, I would say yes.
Well, if you just go by their high school time, when we have this discussion on here, of course, Rob is in there. Anybody who was back in that day and saw Rob back in that day, they have to put him at the top. But of course, we've had other discussions. Anybody else want to comment on that?
Sure. There's lots of good alumni. I can tell you right now, Sterling has one, Worthing has one, Wheatley has one, Jones has one, even Austin. But of course, Milby has an illustrious one. I think they were formed by the coach Honey because he was consistent with all those guys. So that's why they were good like they were. Wheatley, the same way with Jackie Carr. Jones had several coaches. Other schools had several coaches. Worthing.
Now y'all not leaving out 32-0 Madison, are you?
Can't leave Madison out. Can't leave Madison out. Benton was there the whole
All
time.
right, now. All right.
Benton
That was
was
39.
Okay, y'all think I just came to tease you. I was in the community.
I was getting there, Johnny. Hey, I'm going to be brief. Yeah, they were 40-0. That's right.
Yeah, I was going to say 40-0.
And not to mention, they were 39-1 and 79, and they only lost on the last second shot in the finals to Lufkin. So they got illustrious. That's my point. I wouldn't single out one program. I just think HISD has too many good basketball programs.
I mean, those were the days, guys. In every sport, those were the days. If I look back at track and field and HISD back in the day, I mean, we had all-stars across the board.
Yeah.
And HISD, but everything's spread out now, and so we don't get that concentration in Houston or in HISD. Everything's spread out, but those were the days back then. You could go to a high school game and see some excellent basketball or any sport. Jeff, you got something to say?
Hey, Carl, real quick. Creon Dorsey, are you there?
Yeah,
Creon
can you hear me?
Dorsey. Okay, I can hear you, but we can't see you. Hit video. Can you hit
Okay,
video?
well, I'm trying to hit video, but I was listening to you, and I was talking about,
You're breaking up, bro.
You're breaking up.
Timmy, tell him you don't send him a recording. He got to turn his volume down.
Maybe go out and come back in. He might need to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Hey,
y'all finish talking, I get it.
Hey, we'll come back to that conversation. If
Right.
you want to
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
one other quick question, y'all. Quick answer. Also, Milby in 04, Milby went 39-0 in one state.
The first year they
he
only
did?
retired, ain't that something?
What year was that? What year was that? They did that.
Yeah,
2004.
yeah.
Who was the stars on that
Oh,
team, brother?
2004. Okay. Okay.
Juan McClellan.
What area is Milby in?
610 and Broadway. It's kind of like
That's
east
south.
side of
That's
Houston.
It's right there by Gulfgate Mall. Right there by Gulfgate Mall.
Right in that area. Right in that area.
Okay.
610
Yeah,
and
right there
Broadway.
by Gulfgate Mall.
Man, I didn't know no black people over there, man. It's all Mexicans.
So they kind of got to sneak in.
Slow down with all that now. Slow down with all that.
Is that Creon? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
slow
so
down.
Hey, somebody
introducing
get Creon in here
Dorsey.
some way.
Introducing Creon Dorsey. Played for Milby High School, 1981 All District. Went on to play for San Diego State. Made honorable mention over in the WAC. He's also went on to play to be a high school official. So introducing Creon Dorsey. Creon Dorsey played for the famous coach, Coach Horny. So introducing you here to the show. I want to just ask you guys a couple of questions before we go back into our other topics. Okay, real quick. Creon, this is for you and Dex, since y'all both played for Milby. I want a quick question. What was the best player for you, Creon? Who was the best player you played against when you was at Milby? Who was the best player you ever played against?
Well, at a guard position, that was Lester Goodwin at Cashmere.
I remember Lester Goodwin.
Okay, then you had Jack Worthington at Spring.
Okay.
All-American.
Jack Worthington at Spring.
I played against him.
Then you had
All-American.
Jack Worthington was a bad guy. You had Ronald Garner over at Jones.
Okay.
Played with me
at Ronald Garner at Jones. Okay. You had a good guy he was just on a bad team, and that was Arthur Williams over at Jeff Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, but
played at the Y too.
The best guy that we probably played against Dexter and I was probably out of Fort Worth Dunbar. They had some good guys up there when we went to go play them. And one of my favorite guys here in Houston that I enjoyed playing against was the Wheatley guards. Wheatley and Wheatley guards and the Booker T. Washington guards. They had Larry Smith at Wheatley.
Right.
And they had got the kid over at Booker T. Washington. So Dexter and I played against Jerome Scott. Yes, Jerome Scott was a great shooter. Was a great shooter. Right. And Eric Dickens out of Madison.
Right, there you go.
There you go, Johnny Cole.
Can I step in for one question?
Sure. Go ahead, Johnny.
Here's my question to you guys.
Okay.
Come on, Cole.
Why did none of y'all choose to go to Texas Southern University and come play for us? You know, we had Machine Gun Kelly.
I graduated from Texas Southern.
Hey, Johnny.
Get him, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Dex and I talked about that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We have a problem. We have a problem with Texas Southern and Prairie View because they don't recruit. They don't recruit us like they should.
Okay.
From Milby, from Austin had at that point, Robert Moreland was not
Right.
recruiting Houston as he was recruiting Mississippi,
Right.
Louisiana, and Florida.
That's all he had. Hold on, Cole. And that's pretty much at that time for basketball. All Moreland was recruiting was his Mississippi boys. So that's one of the reasons. Two other reasons. Remember Shine from Wheatley went there? He didn't get no play.
I played with Shine.
Right.
I played for Moreland.
Calvin Godin from Yates went there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like go there for what? You know what I'm saying? So that's the answer to your question, Cole.
Yeah, well.
Hey, quick question. You guys remember about a guy by the name of George Walker, who was just inducted into the HISD Hall of Fame?
One of the baddest ever come out of Texas.
Yep.
That's happening tomorrow at Delmar Stadium.
Exactly.
Delmar Fieldhouse.
Exactly. You got him, Donna Roper from JY, along with Johnnie Bailey, the Wheeling 68, the Wheeling 68 through 70 teams, that 3-year period, they went 97-2. They were inducted into the Hall of Fame. That team, that's amazing. That's phenomenal. Along with Ray Seals, Madison's high school football coach, Ray Seals.
There you go again, Johnny.
Well, let me say this to you guys. You guys are absolutely correct on my school. You know, not only did Moreland recruit Mississippi, Texas Southern for some reason to have a inflow of Mississippi people, whether it's the administration and whether it's the athletic thing. I don't know what that is, but it is. And you know, when I had the opportunity to play with Shine, and I had to play opportunity to play with Tony Gatlin on that 32 or 34-0 Madison team, and I walked on guys. I walked on, but basketball was my baby. You know, I mean, that was what I done. I just happened to play football well, you know, being a basketball player. But I seen that when I was there. So I'm gonna let y'all off the hook. And what you guys
it's true, Johnny. Moreland from Mississippi, I don't blame him. That's what he felt good. They let him do it. He got away with it. But it was so much talent in Houston.
Yes.
That's the same problem. That's the same problem right now. The same problem that's going on right now is that when I was coaching the AAU, I never really saw TSU, Prairie View coaches out there recruiting those kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
I think they got the right guy up in Prairie View now. The new head football coach up there. Named Jackson. You'll see him around. He worked up underneath me on my football staff, and I think he's a hell of a coach.
Now, I think schools tap the region for football because there's so many football players. They could help but fall into a couple of those. But basketball, you have a small number that are extremely good. Then you have a larger number that are really good, you know, that they could have used, they just didn't get. But the real cream of the crop, I understand them going to Division I, but there were so many guys they could have used that they didn't instead of Mississippi guys, is what Creon and what Texas is saying, and I agree.
Now remember,
back to the Milby guy. Okay, go ahead, Jack.
One thing for Cole. Also, Cole, what year you was at TSU, Cole?
From 81 to 89. I graduated in 86. But I stayed till 90, 89.
But check this out, Cole. We did from Milby. We did send y'all 2 football players, Kerry McGee and Michael Fanner.
I played with them.
Right. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Y'all sent us some scrubs, but no, I'm just kidding.
Watch out.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, they gonna kill me. Mike and Curry gonna kill me. No, I'm just
Johnny,
kidding.
were you at TSU when Harry Machine Gun Kelly was there?
I played, yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
I never forget. They just left.
Yeah, I was there. You know, I my freshman year I didn't play, and then I walked on to my second year, and then he left.
Okay.
I'll never forget when they came to PB, TSU, and the nation's number 1 scorer, Harry the Machine Gun Kelly, and they came to PB, and PB sent them home crying. We beat them. Guy by the name of Mark Rutledge, I think his name Mark Rutledge, held Harry the Machine Gun Kelly to 14 points.
Yeah.
He was PB. Party that night on the hill.
It amazes me
that night.
you all appreciate this. This amazed me about Texas Southern is that it's not Texas homegrown. You know what I mean? Texas Southern
Yeah, yeah,
and it sits in the city of Houston, and it's got
Right.
4 million
yes,
people. And I
yes.
always felt that there's no way that we should be winning in basketball. Well, we win in basketball. Our basketball program, I don't know if y'all know, is in the top 5 of all colleges. Kentucky, Duke, of winning. You know what I'm saying? It's up there in winning, but of course we play against schools and places that don't have the population that we have. And I'm like, you guys, why do we have to go out when we got the state of Texas right there?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
Coach Morning did a,
Absolutely.
you know,
I think that's the biggest issue.
he did a good job, but I think like you guys think that every year it should be a pipeline of players from Houston coming in there to play. You know, that's how I won the championship there. I recruited Houston and Texas players.
Right.
Things have changed a lot
Every time I look at Texas,
since that time. There's so much money out there, and it's hard to even attract the top athletes or anything today. What do y'all think about that NIL situation?
Hey, Cole.
What you think, Brother Cole?
You know, one more question for the Milby guys, and then we go to the NIL question. Because I told you I was going to ask you this question. I was on the phone with you guys yesterday. Okay, think back to the 79-80 season. JY versus Milby. That 14-10 game, basketball game. Were you guys in the stadium? Were y'all there?
You said 14 to 10?
Yeah, 14 to 10.
Yeah,
The score was
I'm a
14
junior.
to 10?
14
Yeah,
to 10
I'm a junior.
in basketball. Yes. Were y'all
Yeah,
there?
I'm a junior. I'm a junior that year. I started out of 33 ball games. I started 31 ball games. That is the one game I didn't start because the scouting report was we're going to hold Michael Young, which was that leading scorer at the time. We're going to play a boxing one on Michael Young. That was our game plan. Play a boxing one on Michael Young.
Okay.
Well, Yates' game plan was if Michael Young don't shoot it, then nobody shoot it.
Dang.
Nobody shoot it. Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody, you had Joe Green, you had not Joe wasn't there yet. You had Big
Joe
Jack,
was.
you had Michael Young.
Joe was there.
Joe was
He
there.
was on that team.
Joe was
Joe
there.
was there.
He was a sophomore.
He started. He was
That
there.
was his first year, but he was
started.
on that team.
And Michael Harrison
the
Jr.
one and those two, Dex and I talked about this recently. Michael Young was the only person on that team was the lead scorer. He was the most dangerous guy in Houston at the time. So we played a boxing one on him. So they would never come out of the zone, and we never could get the lead. So anytime we get the ball, we wanted to make sure we score a basket so we can get the lead. Because if we get the lead, we're going to run.
We're going to pull them out that zone.
We're going to pull them out that zone. And the reason why we're going to pull them out that zone is because we know we have a better team. We just don't have Michael Young.
Oh, yeah, I thought y'all had a better team than
Well, at the time, Yates was ranked number 1 and Milby number 2.
Yeah.
Right. So we knew we. And that year.
That was my senior year.
That year. Right. That year, there was 4 teams in 25A was ranked in the state that year.
Yep.
Sterling,
Yep.
Wheatley, Milby, and Yates. Those 4 teams were in the same district ranked in state that year. And 2 of them was ranked in the nation. So we knew Michael Young was the man. If we could slow him down, we gonna beat Yates. But they never would come out of that zone, and we never did get a lead. So they held the ball. So when we got on the other end, we did the same thing. Make sure we get a bucket. And we never got on that lead.
So that was we saw him the ball first.
But here's the deal: when they played the other game, what was the score? They didn't do that the other time.
And then again, no. The next time we played them, the score was 32-29. Yates and Milby all had a low game. We averaged 75 points against Wheatley. We averaged 70 versus Jones, 75, 76 versus Sterling and Austin. But for some reason, Yates and Milby always played a low-scoring game. Because you got to remember, if you do your history, Yates really never had any guards.
Yeah, General
They
Taylor.
had
My
big
boy
teams.
General
But
Taylor
here's
on
the
that
deal.
team.
That was the coach. That was Malone. That was not the team.
Think about it.
That was the
No,
coach.
no,
They
no. I'm
had
not
good
talking about the
They
team.
had good
The
guards.
team.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, you had Calvin Godine.
Yeah.
You had Calvin Godine. The team that Calvin Holcomb played on, Calvin Holcomb,
Yeah, what's up?
Ricky Winslow, Stacy Belcher. Who was running that point guard for them?
Okay.
General Taylor was the senior
General
year.
Taylor's the point guard.
That's an 80. That was
What?
an 80 team. Yeah,
That was an
80.
That was
80.
80.
Other team.
That was the team
That
we
was
talking
80.
about. That was the
Right,
80
right,
team.
right.
The,
Him and
the
Michael
80
Harris.
team
was
had,
the 80 team.
and Michael
And Michael-
Harris
Is Carvin
and
Holcomb on? Hold on. Is Carvin Holcomb on?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Hey, there you go. Carvin Holcomb's on the line. Carvin,
What's
we
up,
talking
fellas?
about that. Okay,
What's
we
going on,
talking about the JY 14-10 versus Milby score back in 1980. Were you aware
I
of
was
that
at
game? Were
that
you at that
game.
game?
I was at that game.
Carvin was,
Okay.
yeah, Carvin was at
So we
color.
were trying to figure out how that happened, a 14-10 game, how that happened. So he's
Yeah.
saying Creon and Dex, they're saying that the Yanks held the ball first. I wasn't aware of that. The Yanks held the ball first.
They
Okay.
did.
So is that what you got out of that too? Yanks is the one that was holding the ball?
Here's what happens. No.
Okay.
So I got out of that Yakes did hold the ball somewhat, but
Okay.
Milby always hold the ball when they get a lead on Yakes.
Okay.
Always.
Here we go. Here we go
Always.
with this now. Here we go.
Always.
Here we go.
Okay.
Right, we just
Here we go.
know about.
Now,
So
Carvin, like I say, Carvin was in the stadium. But Milby, if you look at Milby scores, we always ran, but we had a controlled run. We stopped the ball at the end of the game, and that's what we were known for. But we was not a stalled team. If you do the history of Milby, we
went to the four corners.
You're right.
that was the thing. We did that. We did that, but that was not our game. Our game was we run control. If you ever watch Milby play, we ran a control system.
Yeah.
That was y'all strategy that night. Y'all were gonna hold the ball.
No.
That was your strategy.
No. Carl,
Y'all
we
didn't want to run. Y'all didn't want to run.
No. Look at Carl. You wasn't on the team yet. You wasn't on the team yet. On
was
that
there.
year,
You
I
were
was
you was there at the game.
Yeah.
But Michael Young was the leading scorer.
You're right.
Right.
We was not.
Yeah.
And we played a boxing one on Mike Young.
Yeah, y'all
So
did.
Sanford Yarbrough was holding Mike Young.
You're right.
Y'all
Okay.
had, if Mike didn't shoot the ball, the game plan was nobody shoot the ball until Mike Young shoot it. And everybody else followed suit. The leading scorer of that game was Dykes. Dykes was the leading scorer. He had 5 points.
Yeah, Bubba. Well, I think we called him
No, that's
Bubba.
not Bubba.
Yeah,
That's
Bubba.
Willie.
Yeah.
Bubba was Roosevelt Brisby.
Nobody.
Okay.
Dykes-
Dykes.
Willie Dykes. That Willie Dykes.
Dykes.
Willie
Yeah,
Dykes.
Willie
Roosevelt
Dykes.
Brisby was
He was the
Bubba.
leading scorer of that game.
They
Mike
were.
Young, Mike Young didn't even touch the ball until midway through the first quarter. That's
Here's what you
the
gotta
boxing
look
one.
at. Here's what you gotta look at. Nobody scored many points.
No. But here's the thing, though. When we went to the other end, Calvin, when we went to the other end, we was trying to get a bucket as well. So then it looked, because everybody thinks Milby held the ball, but we was trying to get the lead so we could go. We wanted to run. We wanted to get up and down the court because we felt our game plan, plus we had better guards that we thought that Yates had at that time.
Just
Hey,
like
Jeff
you
and
said,
Queen.
though, Yates
Go ahead.
actually had some good guards. Malone wouldn't let him loose. They actually
Right.
had some good guards.
True. That's
And
facts.
that's always been a problem.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Yates
Jeff,
always had
listen.
they had good guards.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Queen. Now we talk about that 80. Now that following year, we bust that
Okay.
ass both times in district in 81.
Y'all did?
Y'all did.
They won 81?
Y'all did. Y'all
What
did.
year? What, 81?
81.
81?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
Carl,
sir.
you got 81.
All right,
Is
Bubba,
that-
let's get back to
but-
Carl's NIL question. That's enough. We got it.
Okay.
Can I
All right,
ask?
okay, let's
Hey,
move on.
before we
Let's move on.
before we
Okay,
go,
okay.
did
Let's
any of
move
you
on.
guys
Go
play?
to NIL.
Did
Go ahead.
any of you guys play Fort Worth Dunbar? And if
Yes.
you did you
Yes.
beat it?
Played them in the JC tournament. They beat us by 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
Wow.
good.
yeah, they were very
It was
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got the winningest high school coach in the nation.
Yeah, Hughes. Hughes
Robert
was a bad
Hughes.
boy.
Yeah.
Robert Hughes.
Hughes was a
Robert
bad
Hughes.
boy. Robert Hughes. Yeah.
Hey, Carvin.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Creon. Creon, did you ever
why
play?
didn't
Did you
y'all
ever play against Carvin? Did you ever play against Carvin Holcomb?
Yes, I played against Carvin and one for two. I think he played
1
his
year.
sophomore year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he got me in San Diego.
Okay. 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 All
Hey,
right.
hey, brother, don't laugh. Don't laugh. That's not funny.
Hey, Creon,
Yeah.
did Austin not beat y'all when y'all were number 2 in the state?
Yeah, that was all right.
Uh-oh.
That was all right.
I mean, that's the only time me and you faced off.
Last game of the season.
Right. Yeah, that's what.
It doesn't matter when it
I kept
was.
looking at- I kept looking at that.
It was a ranking. It was the ranking.
Fact.
Can I get one more question in?
Yeah, go
ahead,
ahead.
brother.
Y'all won, which one of y'all won the state, man? It's cricket.
At least Milby
I
did
won
win
the
state.
state.
Milby did win state long after they left, but they did win state. None of us.
None of us cold.
Nobody.
But
Okay,
here's the
Carl,
thing,
go ahead
like
with
I
the
said-
NIL.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Carl. Go ahead, Carl.
All right, guys, we just had the U.S. Championships. I guess one of the biggest things that happened was Sha'Carri Richardson messing up. Did you all see that incident? What happened?
Missed it.
Yeah.
Heard about
Yeah.
it.
She got arrested for hitting on her boyfriend. I kind of saw the
Are
video.
you serious?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she really was aggressive, and that's why they arrested her. He was trying to,
Wow.
move away from her, but it totally affected
Wow.
her winning. She did not make the finals,
No.
whereas some of the other athletes did make the finals. Of course, Courtney McLaughlin made the finals. A lot of the others who were favored. What about Noah Lyles and Kenny Kung Fu Bendarik? They had an incident with the race that they had. He pushed him. He was upset. He pushed him. It looked like that is a very spirited challenge that they are having. Any comments on track and field?
He was upset because he got beat.
Right.
Wow.
And the guy
man.
looked at him when he passed him up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was
Disrespectful.
upset at that, but you still don't react that way that he did.
Right.
He lost some brownie points by pushing him.
He lost a lot of brownie points. He should have kept his head, but she's having some problems right now. I don't know what she's going through, but she's having some problems right now.
You're talking about Sha'Carri, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's going through something.
She has a bad management team, because that's not the first time she done got in that kind of trouble.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if
better
you can blame
management
it on Dennis Mitchell, who's her coach, who he certainly has a history of top running himself. I mean, maybe that's just a part of her nature that she gets kind of upset and so forth. It ain't the first time that a lady is kind of messed her own self up.
Right.
Or, for that matter, guys do that too, so that happens.
I think Carvin has a better grip on this than most of us. When you're an athlete like that, you got to surround yourself with people that's going to be more looking out for you than taking advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
When they see that when you were looking to make this kind of money, and your profession, and you well known in your profession, you got to have a team that's not trying to use you, but help you get better by keeping you out of those situations.
Right. That's a problem too, because she comes from a tough background, and so she's making like millions right now. So yeah, everybody's calling her, everybody's pulling on her. So yeah, she's going to make some mistakes. She's going to lose some money, but I mean, she's got to have somebody that's going to be back there with her, man, kind of saying, "Hey, you can't do these type things. You got to take care of your money. Be smart, because she can only run for so long. She can only run.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys gave me the subject, so I kind of looked up the track and field and what was going on, and the incident happened in the airport, and basically it looked like the boyfriend was trying to move away from her or say, well, I'm not traveling with you. And she kind of got aggressive on it. It was all her, and everybody noticed she has some, some issues, some character flaws,
Oh yeah.
we all do. And, you guys, now when we got that gray hair, and
Wisdom.
at the end of
Some
the day,
wisdom.
it's gonna all be okay. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? So I mean, I'm pretty sure that hurt her sight game, but those great athletes like that, track, with Lyles and stuff, man, the
She'll bounce back.
couple years off, believe me, they'll be ready. And guys, today, down that the athletes are different than us,
Totally
we had coaches that grabbed our face.
Oh man,
Right.
Whipped
yeah,
us with
for
counts,
sure, for
made
sure.
us run. Now I don't know. Do y'all know that you only can practice 20 hours a week, and
That's
some
it.
hours
Wow.
got to be that they can talk to a psychiatrist, and it's a bunch of bullshit now.
You're right.
School
Hey,
teachers,
Most
Johnny.
of it.
guys, and
Johnny. Okay,
yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
make a mistake. I'm, now that I'm in the school system, man, now, and guys, it's I'll be reteaching. I said, man, you remember, and all y'all guys appreciate this, and I'll be quick. You remember when you used to catch them bumblebees out there? It used to be bumblebees everywhere, right? And you put him in
Yeah.
the jar,
Yes,
and he
sir.
Yeah.
just go crazy. Then after
Yeah.
a while, because you put a little grass in there, he
Mhm.
just settled down.
Settle down.
See,
Yeah.
that's the problem with these kids. When
Yeah.
they're in these systems, there's always somebody who's going to upscrew the jar, and we reward bad kids now. We don't, when we went
Yeah,
to school, bad kids had a hallway.
That's right.
Now that hallway,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can get to
They
where
had their own building.
Yeah.
now we gravitate to the bad kids. They take them all the time. They cuss you out on Monday, they back in your face on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes,
right.
sir.
I'm carrying the torch.
But
You cuss me out on
we,
Monday, I'll be damned. It's gonna be next Monday till I speak to you.
Me and you the same. Me
but
and you the same.
I,
Old
That's a
school
whole
rules.
nother subject.
Yeah.
but you
So
know what the problem is? The problem is become the parents.
That's the
Okay.
The
biggest
I don't know
issue.
parents,
about that, brother
that's your
Creon.
problem.
That's the
Huh?
biggest issue.
I was a teacher for 32 years. I'm not gonna blame the parent.
No,
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 I'm
no,
not
not
gonna
No,
help
now.
but
with
they
I'm
that.
got to
talking
be
about
held
That's a whole
accountable for
nother
some of that.
subject,
Hey,
brother.
apple don't
yeah.
fall
They got
far
to be
from the
held
tree.
accountable for some of that.
Apple don't fall far from
We
the tree.
Hey, Johnny,
look
just a
here.
question I have for you, real quick. Go ahead, Creon.
They
Okay.
have kids right now that
Mhm.
parents told another coach, my kid is not
Mhm.
starting. Why that girl is playing on this team when she live across the street? Now that parent
Mhm.
said that because her child is not one of
Okay.
the main plugs on that team. Regardless if they win or lose with this young lady, she was so hurt that hey, my daughter should be starting.
Mhm.
Now that little girl is not that good. She's really not good at all. Not saying that she's not a bad ball player, but
Mhm.
she's not as good as the other young lady.
Yeah.
But because she intervened with the coach, now the coach got in trouble for no reason because she want her daughter to be on the court.
Let me
Right.
just say this. The
Mhm.
thing about parents, it's a whole new world today. They so busy,
Yes.
they so stressed out themselves. They don't have the time or the mentality like they used to. I was a teacher for 32 years. And, I saw parents and talked to them a lot that wanted to be involved, but they just had so many things coming at them. I mean, the internet, TV, all of those things that we didn't have when we were growing up that our parents didn't have to deal with. But you have aberrations like those parents that go to do crazy things and so forth. But for the most part, that is not the case. The parents are trying. It's just so difficult in society right now. It's a societal problem. The worse society get, it trickles down to the parents and the kids. I mean, that's just what it is.
But
Let's talk about the WNBA guys. I mean, hey, we talking about bad women. Are they going too far? Are they
Man,
asking for what they should be asking for? Brother Carvin, what you think about that? Are they asking for what they should be asking for?
Here's what I can tell you is that those young ladies most definitely deserve better money. I don't think they need to get a whole bag full of money, but they most definitely need better salaries and stuff. And now that the stadiums are filling up and there's more crowds going to these stadiums, I think they most definitely need some of that money.
Sound good.
I'm gonna go with the fact that I understand what Carmen just said, but you got to remember the NBA, the NFL, Major League, they are all businesses.
Right.
Businesses they want to make money. They're not in it to lose money.
Right.
So you got to take these young ladies down understanding that we need viewership, we need people in the stands. But if you out there playing like one young lady the other day lost her wig while she was on the court. Yeah, she picked it up. She picked it up and she left. So you got to understand.
She picked it up and left.
She picked it up and she picked it up and ran into the locker room.
Oh no!
And the commentator was like, "What is that on the floor? Is that a wig?" Yeah. But my point of it is that these young ladies thinking they should make NBA money when you're not feeling like NBA players.
Here's the thing, though, Creed. Here's the thing, Creed. They started off making like $30,000, Creed. That's not much, man. Especially playing for your cost of living, eating, gas. They're not really making anything.
But Carvin, that stadium costs money too now. That stadium costs money.
But listen, here's the thing. If the owners wasn't making money, they wouldn't have a team.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But they collab with the NBA. That's the reason why you look at it, Carl. They've never had sponsorship on uniforms before.
They did.
They collab with the WNBA collab with the NBA. The NBA, the sponsors say we will put a sponsorship on the Sparks if you let us put it on the Lakers too. So they have to do something. They got your boy did that. Silver.
Kobe got
out
that
of Silver.
No, Kobe got that going first.
Not only that, there's another rumor going about Kobe too, about him exposing the owners at one point.
Oh, really?
About this money going around. Yeah. That's another thing. But you gotta remember, it's still about making money. When Caitlin Clark came in the league, the year before they lost $50 million on the WNBA. When Caitlin got there, they only lost 40. They was projected to lose another 50. But because Caitlin came in there with Reese, they made some of that money back.
Right.
Now, the women, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of women's basketball. I really am. I love the high school girls. I love to see the college girls play.
Right.
But it's still it's a business. They got to remember, if I'm paying you $100 and I'm only making 120, something got to give. I'm in this to make money. I'm investing in you guys. That's the reason why if you look at it, ain't gonna make no money. But if you look at the last 2 years of the WNBA draft, they got those women looking really, really lovely on stage. They're not coming up there dressing like no little boy. Looking real nice. Because they're trying to get people to understand that.
Brother Cole, what's your comment?
My folks gave me some information since you had told me some of these other talk. The average salary of the WNBA player is $147.
Now it is.
No, you sure? 147? That's not what I heard. You sure of that?
I Brother Cole, not 1.7 million. It's about
I said 147,000.
Are you sure of that, Brother Cole?
Yes, 147,000.
He's only making 76,000.
That got to be 5 stars.
But
that got to be 5 stars, Cole.
Guys, it ain't me. It's the information. Average salary of a WNBA player. The average salary is.
I think that's recent. That might be recent.
So rookie wise, they come in making low. Here's the point. Number one, when you start talking about making the NBA money and the NBA and the NFL money, they got to get a TV deal. They ain't gonna get that money from the owners. They got to get a TV deal where they have player bargaining deal
Yep.
where like the NBA and the they got $2 billion TV deal, but they got the players bargaining with that the players get some of that money. And the WNBA, the girls, they just got to be a little more patient. Am I saying they don't deserve a little more money? They deserve a little more money.
He's correct, y'all.
Let's
He's
talk
correct.
about the
Dude.
conduct. I just went to one with the Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah.
They're number 2 right now in the league with visiting with Indiana and coming to the games. Man, they got to do something about them girls or making them girls dress up. We don't want 2 NBA teams. We want a WNBA team. I remember when the Houston Comet was winning, and I took my kids over there to the game. And I just, unfortunate, man, it was just very, very, very distasteful.
Very
distasteful.
It was a monkey show, man.
Yes, it was.
I'm gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it that.
I remember what I used to see.
I don't care what you like in your bedroom. I'm not, I'm not against nothing that you want to be. But I know there's a man and there's a woman. What you like, sexually wise, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? If you want the money, then you're going to clean it up.
Do the right thing.
Go after the
More women need to have OnlyFans sites.
Okay, let's talk about sponsorship. Something that you just said.
Yes, sir.
What product can those women show sponsorship of? What products would you allow them to wear or to be, whether it be commercials, whether it be movies, whether it be whatever product? What product can they sell?
That's why they got it. They can go to Amazon, Mary Kay. They can go all these beautiful.
They can sell anything.
Hey, but you gotta be that way. You gotta be sexy. You can't be manly.
Thank you. You have to be looking like a woman to sell women products.
That's the ones that are doing it right there.
Some do look manly.
That's the one.
Some of them are real sexy.
Yeah, some of them are. That's the ones that
very
are
nice
using right now.
Asian
right,
Wilson
and that's
is
the ones.
they
got a couple of young ladies.
Hey guys, here's the crazy thing about
young ladies.
Here's the crazy thing about it. All of us on here are men. Sex sales, right? Sex sales.
Yeah.
Shit. Come on, man. Come with the WNBA calendar and everything else.
Yeah.
But just like Caitlin Clark came on, this white girl came on. They want to elbow her, they want to knock her down the ground. They don't want to put her on the Olympic team. You talking about a marketing agent.
Yes.
That girl is a marketing agent.
Yes.
I'm not saying she's the best player in the NBA.
No.
Yes.
But that's
she gonna make you money.
She is the Michael Jordan of the
She like
WNBA.
me also.
She should.
She's the Michael Jordan. I don't call her the Michael Jordan.
No. She's bringing that older. Right. She's bringing that older white crowd plus those young girls to the crowd. Yeah. You got to market her. That's where your money goes from. So Carvin, Cole, and Dex, they know this. If they come to see Ricky play, they gonna see Carvin play. If they gonna see Cole play, if they gonna come see Eric Dickens play, they gonna see Cole play. So if I bring Caitlin Clark to your city, they're gonna see her teammates play, and now they get an understanding to see other players play because they come to see Caitlin Clark. But just so happens they're gonna see the other young lady play.
I was just at the game last night when Phoenix Mercury played Fever. Just last night, I must have seen 200 jerseys from Indiana at the game. With Clark on their back.
Right.
200. It's like the whole crowd had her jersey.
Yeah.
You got to market her. You got to put on every commercial you can put in a movie, something.
And how could you go to the Olympics and you representing the damn world and she not on the team?
And she's one of the best shooters in the league.
But
should've
see,
been one
I
of the best
can
players
understand
in
how
the
the
league.
sisters feel because it's like when a black man gets a lot of money and all of a sudden he want to marry a white woman, and the sisters get upset. It's the same thing. This white girl comes in, just coming to the league, and now she getting all this love, and the sisters don't feel love. So I can understand how they feel.
I don't care. I don't care if they like her or not. That young lady can play.
Hey, she can play, Coach. I'm glad you said that. That girl can play.
She can play.
Yeah,
She can play.
She one of the
She's
best
one
out
of the
there.
top 5 players in the league. She's
She
not
one
one
of
of
the
the top
best
5
out
players in
there.
the league.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That girl
What
can
you say?
play.
Well,
She
guys,
can
we
play.
toward the end.
One last thing. Hold on, Paul. One last thing on this subject. My question is this here. Okay. If the ladies decide to play hardball and decide we are on strike until you give us the money we want, and the NBA is like, the WNBA is like, we can't give you the money we want. My question is, how detrimental this could be? Could this be the end of the WNBA? If they did end, the ladies did win.
They done. They
Here's
done.
what I want to tell you. Hey,
Go back on seed.
yeah. Here's what I want to tell you guys. If they do that, they can't really afford to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Some of these girls only have this one job. So if they lose this now, they're going to try to fight. But I don't think they would win that battle.
No,
I think what you think. If they strike, guys, and I'll be honest, I have nothing against women. I wouldn't even care if they ever come back on TV. I'll be honest. I wouldn't care if they ever come back on TV again.
Nobody gonna Johnnie.
Well, you gotta understand the WNBA. It was created to be a filler between the end of the NBA season and the start of the football season.
That's right.
It was a big filler, and the reason why they're playing longer is because they're trying to get more money. So, but then once they go into the now that the NFL season, ain't nobody gonna really watch WNBA because football is back.
Yep.
So now, like Carver said, if they go on strike, the only thing they're gonna be missing is gonna mess up them because believe me, the powers that be will find a filler to put that in there until football season start again.
They ain't ready yet. They gotta just keep grinding, man. They gotta keep. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, when I see the first woman raise up and dunk on another one, it's coming.
But I can understand.
Maybe they need to lower the rim. Shit.
That's what Shaq said. That's what Shaq said.
Stay right there. Stay right there, Johnnie. I wanted to ask you guys that. You, Dex, and Carvin. My question is this. Do you think they should lower the rims? Do you think that would make it more entertaining?
I think so.
I told these other two guys, and they said, "No, we ain't doing that." So you agree with me? What about you, Creon?
They made the ball smaller. They made the ball smaller.
I don't think they should lower the rim.
They still can't palm the ball. They still can't palm it.
You got about three. You got about 3 of them that can palm it.
Carvin, do you think they should lower the rim?
Hold on. Y'all got to remember. Y'all got to remember. The NBA was in flux until Dr. J got there. Then they got Magic and Bird. Then the NBA went up. So they wasn't all that good. Now the NBA was kind of trash. Now you remember back in the day they said they got gold chain around their neck. They doing a bunch of illegal drugs. So they had to make a change. So then after you got
To answer your question,
After Doc came in, then you
we asked him why they don't want to lower the goal for the girls.
For what?
Huh?
Because they
some dunks.
They said it's gonna mess up their shot. They said it's gonna mess up their shot.
There you go. There you go. Right there.
They said it's gonna mess up their shot. It's gonna mess up their shot. It's gonna be too big of a period of adjustment getting used to shooting on the lower guard.
Yeah.
So they should
dunking. Man,
they're
not sexy to see a woman coming out of the lane and dunking on another woman. Man, that's sexy.
That's
and they already talk trash.
Yeah.
Women talk.
Man, I would love to see
trash.
that. And then go to uniforms that hug their bodies better. They need to show out. I'm serious. I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying, use what you got to get what you want. That's all I'm saying. But you
They
got
gotta
all the
be
men in the
comfortable
sex
out there.
appeal.
Hey
They gotta
guys,
be
we toward
comfortable
the
out
end of
there
our
too,
show.
man.
I'm gonna go around everybody and give me your state of sports. Give a shout out to one sport or one player or one athlete. So I'm gonna go around to everybody and do that and give you a final word on the state of sports. Brother Creon, start with you.
Basketball, baby, always one of the best, if not the best sport in the world, is one of my favorites. Why? Because
Yeah.
that's the only sport that you have to be able to play offense, defense, use left and right hand, be able to shoot on both sides of the goal. That means you got to play with 5 people in a small space.
Peace and power. Brother Dexter.
Yes, basketball as well. I would like to also give a shout out to my high school coach, Coach Bart Holy, for teaching me all the basketball one-on-one fundamentals that I know and learn. So yeah, man, basketball.
Peace and power. Brother Carvin.
Most definitely basketball, guys. Most definitely shout out to my coach, Tommy Malone, rest in peace.
Yes, Tommy Malone. I like that guy.
But I mean,
Yeah.
basketball is the #1 sport ever created on the earth, as far as I'm concerned. Exciting game. Everybody loves basketball. Everybody.
We got a consensus across the board.
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Tony,
No
are you
doubt.
there? All right. Phil, you want to go?
Yeah, just you guys in general and sports in general. Because my relationship to each and every one of you guys is only about 6 degrees of separation. Enjoyed you all tonight. But sports in general is a reflection of society. And the things that we discuss here tonight should have bonded a lot of things that are said every day on the news. But among this group right here tonight, it's been one of the better shows, which we've had, what, called 48 of them. And I don't think we're going to get better. Thank you guys for taking the time to lend your thoughts and time for this show to be what it is. We'll have you again soon, hopefully. In the same way that you came on with the energy tonight, keep that energy with you as you go out into the world, help other people become better people, and do what you've been doing. Because I can tell you guys have been taking care of yourself, your mind, body, and spirit. That's my thought.
Well said.
I
Well
got one.
said.
Go ahead,
I got
Creon.
one.
Go ahead, Creon.
I got one. I want to give a shout out to Southwest Conference legend. He's been inducted to the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame, Carvin Holcomb.
Okay. Come on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey,
Deserved.
guys,
Well
listen.
deserved.
Him and Sean Gay as well, inducted to the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Last but not least, guys.
HISD products.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Last but not least,
Hold on.
I just
Let
want to say,
Carvin go.
Go ahead.
I just
Go,
want to
Carvin.
say, man, that we were raised in a time where we had friendships and stuff, and we played hard, man. Basketball was our life, especially out of the Third Ward area. So just the relationships and stuff that I had with Creon and Tex mean everything to me, man, because those are guys who are respected. We played hard. We challenged each other. It doesn't matter what court we played on. We challenged each other. Afterwards, we were friends through it all. So I mean, it's been awesome, man. And I'm happy and stuff to be on this show. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, we're gonna definitely invite you guys back
go ahead.
because hey, we've been at this for over an hour, and we can easily go another hour.
Man, we just get started.
I had a whole lot more questions for y'all. I'm serious. So we could at least go another hour. So we're gonna bring you guys back in the next month or so.
Let's plan another show.
My last comment is on the Rockets. Man, I am so excited about the Rockets. I'm so excited about the Rockets. I think they've had an outstanding offseason. I've given them an A-. Only thing I didn't like was the Cam Whitmore trade. I didn't like that. But other than that, I liked everything they did. From the Durant trade, to the Clint Capella signing, to the Dorian Finney-Smith signing, to the Josh Ogiek signing. I even like J.D. Davison. J.D. Davison, go look at his highlights. They picked him up. Huh?
He with the Rockets now?
Yeah. Boston cut him.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Rockets got I like J.D. Davison.
Okay.
I think he can push Reed Shepherd. I think he can push Reed Shepherd.
Yeah. Rockets going to be nice this year.
Yeah, they are.
He's a very athletic kid, man. Very athletic. His biggest problem is that they kept him in the G League because he come out of school, I think out of Alabama. But the problem was he was an athlete that played basketball.
Yeah.
So he
didn't really
at
know
6'2", he has to learn he has to learn the position as
Yes,
the
sir.
point guard because
Yes,
he's
sir.
very, very high energy, very athletic, and he has to now learn. Even though he's been playing for 2 years, he has been learning the position for those same 2 years. So hopefully
Right.
that they break him down. I mean, the kid is very athletic. I like the kid. I've been like him since high school. Very, very good kid. Very, very good kid.
G-League Player of the Year, averaged 26 points, 8 assists a game. I like that guy.
Right.
Go watch his
There it
highlights.
is. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And that guy's highlights are exceptional. Woo.
He gonna
All
be
right,
nice.
guys, we had a firm statement at the end, and we talked about sports. The consensus is basketball is the sport. But Brother Cole, finish us out with your final word on the world of sports. What do you have to say, Coach Cole?
Well, you guys are all basketball guys and saying how great. You remember a name called Norris Cole. He had a box cut.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my nephew. You know.
Oh,
yeah.
Miami Heat, didn't he? Did he play Miami Heat?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
actually
he did good for his career.
Yeah, he
did really good for his career.
He's still playing, and he's over in Dominican Republic now. So, and he played over in Puerto Rico.
Good for him.
He's still playing.
One last thing I want to say.
He's still talking, Jeff. He's still talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
You know, sports in the whole, man. And you guys just know me from Texas Southern. I'm the youngest of 9 boys. So
really?
you know, a lot of my success came from coming behind them, man. And and I just want to say, you know, to my brothers and my family, man, they really supported me and watched over me, and they done what big brothers supposed to do. They kept me on the straight and narrow, man, you know. And I've had not only just a great career, but a great life. Brother, you know, I'm not saying I've never had no downs, but I was so much prepared that my downs were kind of in the middle. You know, when you take that one step back, you go 2 in the middle. So just off the sports period, man, it's taken me around the world. I've coached over in Hamburg, Germany, Jamaica, of course, all around the country. As I coach, and man, just to meet you guys, and you know, I've heard you guys' name. I know y'all might not know it, but you know, when you talk about Shine, you talk about Corey Giles, you know, we all used to be in the dormitory, man, talking about them old schools, man. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Anytime that you want me on, I'm here. I'm very humble. And brothers, man, I love you guys, man, and keep up the good work. And boy, y'all look healthy, boy. I see my man smoking a cigar. I give me one every now and then.
We all 63 over. Most of us 63 over.
Hey, I'll be back. I know I'll be in Houston on Texas Southern's homecoming. Maybe we could do some show then. Man,
hey, we want to see TSUPV in a couple of weeks.
Oh well, I'll be there. But I was coming, but my best friend, my roommate in college, his 60th birthday. I got to go see him, man. But we could do some on that Zoom call for it before.
Okay,
there you go.
All right.
Whatever y'all.
I want to thank all you guys. I want to thank you, Creon. I want to thank you, Dex. I want to thank you,
These
Johnnie.
dudes are legends, man. They're legends.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding. You guys did an outstanding job. You'll be back.
Invite Jeff.
Calvin.
Yes, sir.
Calvin, shout out to my fellow Tornado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, guys. We thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Our next show will be on the 22nd. And we thank you very much. And keep on the lookout for Sports Take on Fridays every 2 weeks. Also, if you want to check out some other things, I got some other shows that I do, a mental health show and a current event show. But look up my name, Baruti Carl Alexander, and you can see that. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
A-Rocket.
There you go.
A-Rocket.
And speaking of A-Rocket, we support Prairie View and TSU. Have carried, and you know, Johnny, we've carried TSU's football equipment for road trips for the last 35 years. We've been doing Prairie View also for the last 10 years, and we did financial donation to both athletic programs.
Okay.
Just so you know.